following is a special MRE Uno presentation, Division 1, Super League 2024. Tapir, Sandfer, the rematch. Big dreams, big stakes, only in Athens. For Tapir, it was a restful Bon Island. He needed all that rest, as the rematch is abound. For Charles Sandfer, it was the waterworks in Week 5. And no, he wasn't shedding tears on himself, but tears of happiness and joy, as he got the monkey off the back. He took care of business against two inferior opponents. Both DJ and Lane gave him a hard time, but he conquered. And now, he enters the single elimination stage with one goal in mind: win the damn thing. Because tonight, it's about redemption. He said he had it against Tapir in Jungle July, but that was the jungle. Tapir's well rested. His Draw City style can infuriate anybody. Sandfer will have to be alert. Tapir is ready for the challenge. He knows this is a rematch, from the jungle to the foothills of Athens, Greece. Both guys are ready. Both guys are amped. The Parthenon awaits. This single elimination, no power play duel between two of the best in 2024. The Michigan Man, the Sandman. Do I say more? Welcome to the round 12. Welcome to Tapir versus Charles Sandfer, only on MRE Uno.
Yes, sir. It is the final game of the round of 12. Welcome, everyone, to the 6 vs. 11 game of this round of 12. The final match of the round of 12. Had 3 games already, 1 more to go. We'll look at how the bracket shaked out. 6 seed Tapir, 11 seed Sandfer. And here's a look at the state of affairs. Had a couple of great matches last night. Between JT and Nam, as well as Brad and Ghost, both going 7, but both the higher seeds coming out on top. Brad and JT move on. It'll be Cap versus JT in the 2-7, Pago versus Brad in the 4-5, and then earlier tonight we had Chamak and Toast. Chamak taking care of business in 5, goes on to play the top seed Ashley, and the 2 squaring off here are playing for the right to take on the boss, KT, the 3 seed, in the quarterfinals. So we take a look quickly at Tapir, what he's done this year. Obviously, landing off By Island, single By Island. So he's the other one, as well as Brad, who we highlighted yesterday. Obviously, you know he started in D2 and he just wreaked havoc on D2. He won 2 tournaments in D2, came up as a showcase player in Aquatic April, and made the Final 4. Stamped his claim that he deserved to stick it out, and he did. Fortunately, had that little bit of a hangover in T3, lost to Lane, then turned it around, won Jungle July, and punched his ticket to Athens, and then didn't really have much needed to do in September. But he was already in by that point. 10 wins on the year, and he is here and ready to go his first postseason game. And we are going to bring it now to the table as we join you here. I got Yoshi here, who's going to be taking us all the way. Got KT here to give some opening thoughts here early, as well as our players, Sandfer and Tapir. KT, I'll go to you first and get you all done. Talk to me about this matchup. Obviously, It's a rematch of that Final Four as well. Rematch of the Final Four in July. So a lot of animosity there as well. So just thoughts on that rematch as well, and what you expect to see between these two tonight.
No, you look at Tapir, he's never not comfortable in draw city, never rushed to finish. Sandfer has about thousands of looks. Sandfer did say, as I said in the introduction to the ping, I said, he said it himself. If we had a normal stream, if it wouldn't have taken 3 hours, he kind of got into a fatigue battle. He could have got the game won. Tapir that one time Tapir that 1+4 generator at the end of the game there in game 11. Now it's Super League, no idea how this is going to go because Tapir's off a bye. We saw the litmus test with Brad last night. A little rusty, no power play. Sandfer's been in rhythm. Tapir's got to get in rhythm. I expect an ebb and flow in game 1. I do agree last night it took about game 2 or 3 to figure out a read on this game. But realistically, if everything goes right, this should go 6 or 7. We had a one outlier about an hour and a half ago, but I think it'll go 6 and 7. Biggest thing is watch how fast Tapir goes into draw city. The key for Sandfer is understand the looks of Tapir, right? He's going to find different fade looks. We know Sandfer's a really good guy on card star variety. He's got that 6-card bullet if he needs it, and it's going to be a good game. I think we'll have a little bit different version compared to the first time we met on the old platform. Now the new platform, as close as you can get to the full version of the bot, should be a good one for sure.
All right, I'll turn the floor over to Yoshi to give a little bit of opening thoughts as well, and add on from what we've already heard from the boss here on tonight.
Yeah. So, the way I look at this matchup is like, Sandfer again facing someone he's faced in the past, but he's had, and in the group stage it was kind of a mix, but overall for him to get past, he was able to get past it. So I think it's definitely going to be another close match as we saw back then. Still, I mean, obviously with a different format, right? Because there's no power play. There's best of 7 instead of what was best of 11. I'm pretty sure when they faced.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still going to feel a little bit different, even though they might have an idea on how they play. It's still going to feel different. So it's really going to come down to who's going to really understand the opponent well enough so that they can get the job done. And there's not that many games to drop. You have to make sure that, because in many cases, the early lead helps you a lot. It doesn't guarantee a win, as we've seen many times, but it does really give you that leverage that you might need here. And especially without power play, it's much. I think in a way it's more difficult to come back if you're down early. So I think if someone takes an early lead here, they're probably going to keep that momentum, but you never know.
All right, and we said good pepperoni. We send it to KT to ask some opening questions to these guys.
Yeah, we're going to start it off with Tapir. Real quick, Tapir, you typing or you going to talk to Sandfer? Are you typing or talking? We never asked that. I always want to ask the typing player first. Tapir?
I can talk early.
Yeah, I know. I'll get you last, though. I want to make sure that the guy gets typed. Just want to make sure he's good. All right, boss. All right, well, you're off a long bye. I always ask 2 questions when you go off a long bye. One, what's the biggest thing you learned off the table? Whether it be a life event, whether it be something you've done in the last 60 days. It's been a while since you played, since your last bow tie exit. How have you been able to prepare for Charles Sandfer, knowing this is a different platform? There's been a lot of rumors swirling around with you. What do you got to do to lock in tonight on a later game to get the best out of Sandfer and the best out of you to put on a show? How are you going to adjust to Sandfer's new tactics with no power play? You've never played a sanctioned game with no power play. Sandfer is pretty interesting. We had a kind of conversation leading up to this match where we talked about growth and development, right? We talked about your buddy All Guy earlier finally took the time to get the championship after 7 tries. Here's a little bit different. It's all about the growth and development. You had a pretty much no Super League last year. You were out week 4. Week 5 didn't matter. You got past that element of beating lane week 5. You understood the mind games. You understand no power play now. You understand the logistical sides of this league. It's not just the league, but the format. So my simple question to you is: it's a rematch. You've been hit or miss in rematches. Obviously, we don't talk much about JT, but you've been hit or miss in other rematches. What have you learned in the 5 weeks, quote unquote 5 weeks, 3 weeks in realistic time, in those group stages with no power play, that you can almost shed a different look compared to what Tapir may have done in the regular season? How are you going to shed your looks a little differently in terms of maybe not so much car stuff, right, but in terms of the mindset to keep the growth development cycle going?
I think realistically, um, it's helped with making sure to be able to shore up the end of the game a lot better.
Right.
When you don't have the power play, you can't really rely on using that to guarantee that you win the game, get 2 moves away, and then you're done. With no power play, you're always having to make sure, okay, do I have that next move already pre-prepped so that no matter what my opponent does, I'm set to go. Basically, maybe even that 3-4 moves in advance.
More of a chess battle. I got you. It's similar to what we talk about. Dark do that a lot, as we always say, but it really is sometimes is a chess battle. You got to think you have no power play. So wait for Tapir. I'll stay for one game for the fans, but then after that, I'll wipe. I'll give you guys one game. I won't commentate. I'll just watch and type some questions out for sure. As we wait for Tapir to answer that. But yeah, sure, that's what you're going to see tonight, right? Sandfer's thinking ahead, and I'm going to read this off. Well, it's a bit of a different territory here. Raw skills, no power play to seal the deal when needed. We tough on Nubot with different tweaks, but the game of Uno is still the same. I'm confident I can use my skills to an advantage tonight. Like I said, it's going to come down to the keys. Can Tapir run that draw city, right? He never wants to rush to finish. And can Sandfer almost react to that draw city and force Tapir's psychological clock? I mean, if he can force Tapir's psychological clock, this is going to be a different result with only 7 games compared to the 11 and no power play. And I think the biggest thing here is in that game, you think Tapir had a little more leverage because he had such a deep run. We knew he already had the Final Four run. It was April Aquatic. So back then, he could have just went full send. Now everything's on the line. Sandfer back then was just fighting for his life to make Super League. So this is a little bit different environment. You wonder how nature versus nurture will come in. We'll see if Tapir can almost be in a nurturing environment. Sandfer's going to evolve all the nature around him in his group. He had the likes of Toaster Guy, DJ Curtis, and Sam Lane Train, and Foot Massage Turner. He's got all that knowledge and wealth of depth. Let's see if he can apply it tonight short and put us to show. Back to you for the game one call.
And appreciate that. And this is a different environment with it being it's all or nothing now. There's all single elimination in the hopes of winning a Super League World title. It should be exciting. I'll let Yoshi, you can go ahead and run through the ref commands, and then you can ask for game one call.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fix that.
You good. There we go.
All right, Tapir, it's game one. How many cards for your first game in the Super League?
Even dozen. Here we go. All right. The final game of the round of 12 is underway. Green 5 to start us off.
Here you go. And let's see.
And
12 cards.
Now, this is after this one, only 7 games, 7 series will remain in this 2024 Mariano D1 season. Go a couple down for this one. Good sportsmanship there by the players. Exchanging the good luck, and we are running. Sandfer, of course, is going to take his time with his first move. Green 3, yep. And he's going to make a switch early. The red 3. Could have red 3.
Yeah, Sandfer testing the waters a little bit early, and there is an interesting play there. We see Tapir drawing as soon as he goes to red.
Might be possible 2-color situation. He goes back to green.
Yeah, it's box theory right here. We've seen this all round 12. It's a 2-color isolation box right here.
Yep.
Sandfer and Tapir are going to go bounce off each other, seeing who can undercut that third color for sure. Watch Tapir try to push the pace a little bit. 7 to 8 card.
There he goes to blue.
Okay. Pushing it up after the green and red we saw. That's another 3. Now we're running it down. The cards.
We can do this.
Yeah, Sandfer with the 1 card lead and making it 5 now. You're just gonna ditto play that. Okay.
Interesting there.
Definitely gives an interesting look, but does Sandfer take advantage of that?
Sends him back.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Back to green.
Yeah, whatever number he played didn't. Well, I guess it could have mattered, but going to switch into green with the wild. So now Tapir's got to think about that.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
switches
chain
out.
right out of it. There's that pace push a little bit there, putting himself up in front.
It's a solid move.
No, not quite in front, but just a card behind.
It
is. He'll come prepared to the party. Don't worry. Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know he will.
Have to consider that we haven't seen yellow until this point, and I understand the worry of just trying to switch out of green. But when's the time to make the move where?
There's a move.
Where you make a switch that should work, goes into red, but yeah, there it is. Finds the draw. Oh, wow. Oh, and he draws a green.
That's wow.
Unfortunate. Well, does Tapir have green?
Yeah, that's why I was saying. I'm like, okay.
That's the starting card
right there. My luck on that one.
Well, I guess we're gonna see if Tapir has green. Yeah, he does. I mean, I think at this point he's just got to play the game.
0 sugar. Really meant to Jenna 0 sugar.
Pushing the pressure on.
Down to dose.
As he's down to 2.
I feel like that if Tapir has a move, might be the time. Yep, there you go.
Oh, he's got a +4.
A little bit of self-preservation does put him down to 3, ahead by 3, but does he pay for it?
Yeah, definitely interesting to keep it green as well. I mean, you would think Sandfer has another green.
Yeah, it's just a little preservation move, but he's going to go to red on Tapir's red 4, no less.
He's banking on an 04. He's banking on an 04. That's the key. What's the split ammo?
That's true as well, yeah. Trying to force another draw here. But he's got a wild, really.
Or does... No? There it is.
Yeah, it does. It just needed a minute. And, I mean, this is going to... Well, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just dependent on what Sandfer has left. Okay, so this is either Uno or game.
A little bit of a fade look there. Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
+4, Jen. It's happening again. Tapir on the board.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. Wasn't in too bad of a spot if he didn't have the wild.
Yeah, I was going to ask Sandfer before I hit the bed here, because this is probably the last time I get those heat check questions. You started with a little bit more of a 2-color isolation box. You've always been known for those 2-color isolation box. But then you did a little bit of that green wild. Were you trying to go into more of a split ammo play with that green wild, or try to do a fade look and then go to an end around to a possible color later?
I was just being aggressive. I had cards that lined up well, and so got into trouble last without doing that. So wanted to try and see how well he had green still, basically, at the end.
We'll go back to the old memory bank here. Compared to the game 1, I remember vividly the game 1 against Tapir back in Jungle in July Final 4. It seemed more of a field. This one seemed more concrete. Do you think that could be an advantage? Because you have been around the old Whiplash theory where you get those monster hands, aka you game one toasty, where it could flip back. Are you always aware of that now, knowing that this bot has the Whiplash, understand the group stage for the fans at home?
I would like to think so, just because, like you said, I'm having played it, I've seen the type of hands that it can give, so obviously he had a little bit better luck on the draws than I did there, because even in any of the draws, all I got was numbers. So the only action cards I had from the start, which was the skip, the +2, and that one wild. So I have confidence that at some point the cards are going to come back around to me at some way. We'll have to just wait and see what happens.
Spirit, I pretty much read your mind. I said around 8 cards you'd push to get a possible run going. That's what you exactly did with the quad play. But I have to ask, the first thing, was that +2 beneficial? Did you get one of those +4s or maybe even a regular wild off that +2? And talk to me when you had that split ammo type hand where you can run the numbers down and get a possible win on the back end in the future. You know, that's the thing I'm noticing in short right now. It's going to be yin and yang. We saw in the first time they met that there was a true feel it out moment. Now there's no feel it out moment. It's more of a concrete, solid piece we're here. And when you got to go through concrete, it takes a while to dry sometimes, and that's what we're going to see. It's going to take a while to dry for a little bit. I think this could whiplash at any moment, and that's where Sandfer may not have in the end right now. It's not the worst thing. He's been through there where he's had it the game one. It's over, so he's not out of it. But at the same time, if Tapir's starting to play more of the split ammo, he's getting more comfortable of not using Draw City. He's got to be aware. It's a tactic he's fading off. It could happen at the end. We saw JT. JT, he never had the card luck really the first 6 games, but then he got it one time, and boom, he won the game, right? We saw Brad goes. Brad, he tried to slow down the pace the first 5 games, but he made a clutch game 6, 7 where he was just inch perfect. Tonight there really wasn't to say. It was just straight Chavik. But we've seen in the other 2 series, it could fade back the other way in just a heartbeat. Those are my final thoughts. I'll wait for Tapir, and you guys have a great killer stream to end.
Appreciate it, boss. Yeah, this platform for Tapir, at least early on, is being built under the power of +4 generator. We'll have to see if that power continues. Tapir had the +4, top decked another. So did that come off the +2, or is that drawn somewhere else?
No, it was off the first draw, possible.
Yeah,
The first
draw.
no,
Yeah,
it wasn't
okay.
off the +2.
Yeah. Oh, +2. Okay. Strategy was how do I finish the game quickly and quietly. If Sandfer had a wild, we'd be looking at a different game one. Yeah, absolutely. Wild could have very much thrown a wrench in things, but Tapir had it on his side. Couple +4s. Gets him there. Excuse me.
See what he says. Here's him in the bill.
If you had something else to say, otherwise we'll move on. All right.
All right, boys.
Going once, going twice. Appreciate it, boss. Have a good night. And sold. Yoshi, go.
Yes, sir. You too, buddy. Have a good one. Sandfer, keep it loaded out there. Have a good one, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So, Tapir up 1-0, and it's your call. You can't pick 12. So how many for game 2?
And I'm gonna go a couple down to 10.
Let's
Game
see how
2
this
starts
goes.
with a Tapir.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there is that idea that Whiplash is. I think Whiplash is more likely to happen than not when someone gets a really good hand at the start, but it's not like nothing's a guarantee, right? You could think of it as like, and have the positive mindset that things are going to work out, even if it's not guaranteed to, because that's going to help you stay confident in the match.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so here switches it to green on fellow bi-island, double I-island cap. He'll play JT in next round and
look into
blue, and now here's Tapir going to yellow, playing very aggressive on the switches.
Yeah, looking to play all these colors. Maybe looking for a draw. But
Pandora's almost open in record time.
Yep.
I mean, we started on red.
Yeah, Pandora's open. Record time. Anywho.
See how this goes. Keeping it yellow, and we're dittoing as well. I mean, with 10 cards, it might be a good move here.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it's a safer move. Especially, yeah, they're both down to 6, and Tapir's just
Okay,
gonna
well,
keep
they're
running the
still
yellow.
going on this yellow, which is definitely interesting. We're either going to see a switch or a draw, and there it is.
Sandfer's down
So-
there. Can Tapir keep running? Maybe he has a number? No, he's just a double
Oh my
play.
goodness. Yeah, a heavy yellow hand here. It's definitely paying off.
Down to 3. Can he run it down? Oh,
Here
he's
finds
got
the
the switch to
switch.
red. Back
All
to
right,
where
does
we
Sandfer have anything
started.
on red.
Fading off the red, had the 4 switch and turn.
Oh.
Then he goes to blue.
Whether that was off the draw or he saved that was a good play. I guess off the draw is just you can't control that, but okay. Well, it doesn't matter. That's crazy.
Really? Oh boy, not again. Generator's still being powered. Oh boy.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but like still,
I mean, the blue one was off the draw. It's
One
just,
was off the draw.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was actually just turned too late then, because had he not had that, I had a quad
Yeah.
play into green. So
Tapir, I take it you probably had a lot of color variety in that hand that you had to do a little bit more aggressive switching there. I mean, going back to the red off your starting card, no less. And pulling all those switches, I'm guessing you just had a lot of variety you needed to try and offload there. Super lucky. Yeah, the numbers lined up. Yeah, it's always great when they line up, but just figured you had a lot of variety on that. I mean, a little bit more yellow it looked there, but it's always when KT leaves, it just starts becoming plan A. Why does this always happen to me? Anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, this was just a game. This felt like a game where it was one of those games. It's one of those games where one person just gets exactly what they want at every given moment. I think I think Sandfer was kind of back to a corner. He had answers, but the colors that was stayed on didn't really help him. So, and then I mean, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't.
I don't think there's much to say.
Yeah, I can't point at anything for Sandfer.
I mean,
really.
even if I'd swapped it to green when I could instead of dittoing, he still had wild. So
yeah,
like, even in the hindsight,
it was doomed in hindsight. Absolutely. Ugh. Well, Tapir sweeps his first home stand of the series. He's up 2-0, 2 wins away from the quarterfinals. And now Sandfer will try and turn the tides on his home stand. Yoshi for the table call.
Yeah, so it is those games were on Tapir's homestand, so Sandfer could definitely bring this back, as it is his call going into game 3. Everything's on the board. How many cards?
I know he doesn't like it low. We'll see how low he can go. We'll try 7.
Okay, the OG. So it goes low. Although, yeah, I mean Tapir is comfortable. Has done a lot of 7-card games with UUL and all, but he definitely chooses to go higher. So it is still a good idea to keep it low in this case. We're gonna see if he can get it done, because I feel like he needs it at this point. Oh wow. So we're starting off on that's an interesting move, honestly. Goes for the draw on the green reverse on the first turn. I mean, it seemed like something you would want to save, but maybe there's a method behind the madness here.
We'll see here.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, we're gonna take his time. I think that's the right move because you really don't know what that means. Like, it is a good move in a way of like, what does that mean really? Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna keep drawing back because I mean, if Tapir draws, then you could just draw as well.
Yeah, the contentness to draw is something he shows quite a bit, but got no rush. Is slow and steady can win the race. Plenty in this situation.
Oh wow! And we
Ooh.
are here comes the aggression here into the blue goes into me and then goes into KT. So now it's a peer. We'll have to play that cool. I mean, there's really again like for one of the first plays to go for such an aggressive move, it's really hard to tell what that really means for your hand. Well, we're gonna keep it going on this blue. Peer may be thinking about trying to switch at the right time. But right now he's just content. Oh wow, and he doesn't have anything on blue. Yeah, great play by Sandfer. Keeps it the same card. This might be where the cards are turning around for Sandfer here. As he gets down to 3. Looking for a big play. Oh, it's not even game though. Gives Tapir a chance. Do something. So, okay. Now we're going to see what Tapir can do. Really going to test if he has anything left. Because I feel like if Tapir has any ammo, he's probably going to use it here. He could play patient.
I don't think
but
you're plus. Yeah,
I don't know.
it's hard to believe you're plus 4ing into a color just to be iced out on another color. So hi me, and we go into yellow.
He's got that +6 ready to use. But he finds Sandfer finds his way back into red.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Will Tapir have red here? Okay, he does. That was purely defense. So things are gonna work out for both players at this point. We're gonna see who gets that run to the finish first. Sandfer continues the red.
Here can make up that ground. He's still back 4 cards.
Yeah, and here it is. Here's where he starts coming back. Finds his way back into yellow. Does Sandfer have anything? Oh, he does have the yellow. So now things get interesting. Because was that a defensive move hoping for a... Okay, no. They just both want a yellow, I guess. Okay, well, Sandfer actually does run out. Had a yellow save, but was hoping for a switch. And there's the switch, but just 1 turn late. Tapir's actually in the lead off of that, so that could shake things up here. We'll see if Sandfer got something good off that 1 draw he had.
If he's got some green in the tank. Haven't seen
you would
that.
think so.
Haven't seen that since they were stuck on that reverse. And Sandfer, nothing on it.
Ooh, yeah, here comes the draw. And then that's
he still got it.
0.
Wow. That +4 might have given him the keys in that sense, but a little bit of help.
Oh, wow.
Finds his way down to 2 cards. Sandfer gets a +2. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. We've seen Tapir with the +4 finishes. You don't want that to happen again. Here comes the double play, and he gets back down to 2. So, yeah, that's another draw. Does Tapir have the finish? Oh boy, here it comes. Ooh, okay.
Into blue.
So the generator is off, but he has the Uno on the 8. Okay. I think
is this
we'll see what happens here. I think this could work out.
Oh yeah.
That's another blue 8? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. So I want to know what Tapir's last 2 cards were before the +2, because I think it would be a green 8 blue 8, unless or maybe it was the green skip green 8, but yeah, okay,
Yeah,
it makes sense, right?
Obviously, that green reverse draw city was just really a byproduct of low tier. Really, I would expect. I mean, that both players have that. Have the contentness and draw city. Both of them can. But I think that early at that point, I think it's just a product of a 7-card start.
Yeah, I think. I mean, as it's shown, I think the +2 was good. Unfortunately, it didn't give Tapir, it didn't stop Tapir at all. So
And you could tell throughout. I mean, Sandford used that +4, but Sandford, I'd take a guess that you had the win in hand with that +4 combo.
Where at?
The
Oh,
+4
yeah,
red
it's red
7.
3. Yeah,
Red
it's
3.
red
Yeah,
3.
that's what I thought. Yep. I couldn't possibly think otherwise, but yeah, I don't really know. I think it's just contentness to draw
I go really
in
crazy.
Draw City.
yeah.
Yeah. It is
It's
what it
really
is.
it. Yeah, I really struggle. I struggle every goddamn time. But yeah.
I probably would if I was in your position.
Yeah, KT can pull questions out of any goddamn place ever.
I mean, in hindsight, I should have done one thing different. I didn't check the hand after I had drawn. I just knew I had blue, and I'm like, okay, well, I've got a decent run here if he doesn't have double blue 8 or whatever, double blue.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
As long as he didn't have double blue, I had actually decent, because it was even before drawing, I had blue skip, blue 9, blue 2, red reverse. So had I looked at what I had drawn, would have played that differently.
Fair enough. Really quick, it's Tapir 3-0, and Sandford trying to stay alive in this one.
Yeah, first time we've seen this so far in the round of 12, or in this second stage of the Super League. Sam, we're gonna have to come back and win every single game if he wants to stay alive. Pierre doing pretty well with what he's got. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Tapir, go for it.
If I wanted to change color after the +4, I didn't even have a 7. I need to use that +6. Yeah. So yeah. I guess so. Tapir had that eye of like, yeah, Stanford's left card is probably red.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like you've seen Jesse Turner, like foot massages can happen, and there's nothing you can do to guarantee other than play the cards as they lie. So absolutely, that's a very fair point. It's also possible that you could find the right cards in the next game and just be good and be done, and nothing can be done to save that. But anyway, game 4 and Tapir is on the verge.
Sanford, what's the call for game 4?
Keep it low. Why not? 6.
Okay.
420. Don't tell Clint. Don't tell Clint. Don't tell Clint.
All right, here we go. Yeah, Sanford knows that. I mean, why not stay low at this point? If things got to turn around eventually.
6 is where I die.
We'll see. We'll see about that. Oh my goodness!
You knew Sandfer was gonna pull out that old 6. It's a comedy of 6s. Anyway,
I mean,
doubled it
with
up.
6 cards, being able to play for this long seems to be pretty impressive at this point. Let's see, Sandfer. Oh my!
Oh,
I mean, the thing is, right? That's not even that. It's not even that crazy of a hand. If it was a +4, then I would have said so.
And if
right,
And this could be.
do I
This is
actually
a.
have
This
red?
is a.
I've done this before. Do I even have red?
Oh,
Oh yeah. Wait, we don't know.
mind games. Oh, what?
No way.
What? Oh my god! I am waiting for it.
Really, is Tapir really about to end it like
If
this?
he does, that would be insane.
Oh no. This is either this is one of two things.
See,
Oh,
see,
no.
see. He can.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. I was like, you're either are gonna lose or
He's
you're
either
not
faking it or he's going for the most insane lead up ever.
Part back in my mind was like, wait, he might be lying, but at the same time, like, you could do this because there's still power play.
No, that's funny. That's fair enough to Tapir. I mean, it's in his nature to be funny. And
Oh man. Well, Sandfer with the cap style win.
Right.
It wasn't quite 5, but it's the low tier win to get yourself back on track inside of 2 minutes. So, ugh. And I honestly got nothing, but
well, yeah.
I mean that blue
really know
switch
what
really,
it is then.
Sandfer was all that you needed there, but. Once you had that, but at the same time, Wild could have kickstarted the same thing anyway, so. Yeah, I got nothing for you.
Yeah. So, I guess, I mean, yeah, from the looks of it, I just out of curiosity, Tapir, did you, like, have any, like, ammo at all? Like, obviously you didn't have, like, any red ammo, or was it just all numbers?
Oh, two color. Oh.
Okay.
So he went into green for a split second. Pure survival, yep. And that is what can happen. And it's what happens in the low tier. Sometimes it's skewed.
I mean, my plan A would have been probably play out if he didn't have that. It would have been probably play the wild onto the green to then get onto blue. That would have been the plan A.
Right.
He just got me onto blue, thankfully, and helped out.
Hindsight plays. They come along a lot.
All right.
Yeah, I could have fished for draws, yeah, but
Maybe.
he still could have gotten. Yeah, he could have drawn. But that is true. Fortunately, he had the power to back it up for Tapir. So Sandfer keeps it alive, and it's going to go back to Tapir for Game 5. He's still on the verge.
For sure. Tapir, you have the call for Game 5. It can't be 12, 10, or 7. How many cards? You should expect a high or start here.
I was
We'll
gonna say,
see.
yeah.
Potentially. See what he likes.
Okay. Gonna take a bit to make this decision.
Assuming he's here.
Or yeah, I don't know. Maybe internet's being weird or something.
Love that.
Okay, he's here.
There you go. Baker's dozen.
Ooh, okay. Trying to beat the odds here. Oh wow.
My goodness.
Hi, me.
All right, Tapir.
On him. What? What do you mean question marks?
Are you gonna do it?
To stack or not to stack?
To
That's his
stack.
question.
That
Power
well,
play.
I know.
Yeah.
Power play. That's an interesting power play.
Back to 17 card start for Charles Sandfer.
Yeah, the power play only gives one card. Not
Is that
four.
it?
I think he's just making a joke. Yeah, that's it.
Oh no!
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Sandfer's memeing too now. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been surprised if he actually.
I was more meaning
Like,
is it only 17?
Oh, only.
I mean,
Flashes back to May.
I get where he's coming from, but you know,
Flashes back to May.
yeah, no, literally. Back to
Oh,
red
that
we
was
go.
that and that. Please, sir, may I have some
Can I
more?
have some more?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That
No
okay,
red
so
for
he
Tapir.
really had no red there.
That's very interesting.
We've seen this before. It was game. What was it? It was one of these games. Like he. Well, like as soon as Sandfer switched back into the color, it was game one. He switched back into the color that he switched out
Get
of.
me out of here!
Instant draw. Like it's just Tapir's getting these draws where he's not. He's stuck on one color. It doesn't seem to be harming him too much, but still, Sandfer with that knowledge of being able to take
With
control
my
on
own card.
third
Yeah,
color.
with Sandfer's own card. Rude.
There isn't a third red 6.
Yeah, because
Yeah, commission
well, what
members
about
don't
the red
get.
8 though?
Commission members have just as many.
Will we see the red 8? As the Tapir's typing, okay, probably just yeah,
Whip out a shit.
yeah.
No, no, not
Oh
ALP.
my!
No.
I don't know. Does he know about ALP?
Yeah, you
Maybe.
not know about ALP Tapir.
Okay, double play from Sandfer, and we are going back to yellow. I mean, we've seen Tapir really wanting this yellow, and Sandfer not giving it to him. With Sandfer only being down one card, I think he's got a few options here. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh
that
boy.
is now this is where I mean I don't know what to say there. It's just funny. Like anytime he goes to yellow, you know what? Let's just go back to red.
Good ISO plays. Ice.
But yeah,
He's got a lot of options.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's
for-
exactly what it is.
Welcome, yes.
yeah, no, yeah, that's accurate.
I want to say the
La, la, la,
complaint.
la, 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 la.
I mean, it's working at the end of the day. That's what Sanford's looking for, looking for these draws.
Anyway, before I do my
Red
troll face
3
impression.
does Tapir have a 3? He's got
Oh,
a 3.
he's got a
Does
3. He's got the
Sandfer.
3. Oh my god.
Nah, we have to wait. We have to wait though, because we have to wait for the crazy 3 to be played.
Yeah, there is a
Oh, he's got the 3.
He's got the other 3.
Oh my goodness. Okay, +2. I mean, yeah, I think being aggressive to switch back into red and then that +2. It seems to be really stalling Tapir and looking for any case of playing any cards. I mean, he's able to run it now, but is it too little, too late? I feel like Sandfer has this pretty solid plan going. Oh wow, yeah, there it is. We're going into green. We'll see. Does Tapir have the 9? We've seen these numbers working out for Tapir in some cases, but eventually he's gonna have to run out of those switches, right? That's what Sanford's probably thinking. But also, you never know. Maybe he wants Tapir to switch. As he takes his time. All right, plays it cool. What will this do? Ooh, it's gonna get to Uno.
Ooh.
Okay, so Tapir not fighting on using ammo that he potentially had in the back pocket could have been the right move here.
Might be the
because
breaking point now, though.
Yeah, because now he has the knowledge of, okay, his last card is, I mean, he has some good ideas on what his last card might be. So we'll have to see what Tapir has here. You would think after waiting that long, he would have something. Yep, plus
there
4.
Generator's on again.
This might be where he can finally play yellow.
Whoever hit that, that's valid.
Yep. All right. Tapir's gonna play yellow now. Ooh. But Tapir is actually switching out of yellow himself. Oh, wow. And it's a great move.
What a move.
He did not expect that. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see. This is... Okay. Just a double play.
I think
Another draw.
I feel like he's playing. I can't tell if he's memeing right now. Oh, what?
Oh,
what? What?
The crossover.
Oh!
Use those green. Use that switch out of yellow to then get back into it.
This way. That's the only way I'd be able to do it.
Yeah, this could be it. No, it's not.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. So what is his last card then?
He's too colored.
Had everything put together, but just couldn't finish it.
Okay.
There was one stray card, and that. Oh wow, and it wasn't blue. Sandfer down to 2. Tapir stuck.
I think I might know what the color is at this point.
Sandfer gonna potentially pull this off. He gets into red.
Oh.
I mean, Tapir surely has a red here.
I feel like that's gotta be.
Oh, yeah. No way.
No
way. Oh, what a great play.
But is this it?
Yeah, if maybe it's a wild. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. Yeah, that was the right play. I mean, it seemed clear as day. Tapir now able to get his chance to refix his mistake that, after that great play by him early on, didn't get the finish. It's rare to see that. Oh, no. No.
Another one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Bailout alert! It's over! Bailout alert! Wow. Little ammo controller boot! God damn! Back to back? What?
And Tapir
back to back top 4s?
What?
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, I draw a green one and a yellow one.
Yeah, it's poetic. Like it always is a difficult. You always get like the same number, and like you just don't know how to win off of that.
I mean, ironically enough, it was both ones after I had switched to the red one as well.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I mean, I said it. I like the only way I could have won from going at 6 was to play the yellow 4, yellow 8, the blue 8, blue 1. It was the red 1, and then hope he just draws and I play the red 2.
Tapir, I assume you were in game 4. You were struggling with some errors with that generator. Seems like you got it back up and running. Talk to me about that.
Yeah,
Just
last part was
get back to the no, not really. I mean, like, talk to me about the about getting that first win. And I mean, I don't even know how to really describe this. This is just funky, man. I don't even know. Seeing a red reverse forever, then it drew another red reverse.
So yeah, I think no, because so yeah, you know, that strategy of having the cards to finish, but then being stray on ammo, isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, because you then, if you draw something that is able to connect that ammo card, it works out perfectly. And I mean, this was kind of a different kind of case, because he just drew more reverses, but enough reverses to prevent the win from Sandfer, because if it weren't for that blue reverse, game was over.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Sandfer kind of just.
Well, Sandfer, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Lost to the
Farther than
+4
last year.
generator. I got nothing to say, man.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back +4s. Like, how are you supposed to plan against that?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely pulled out the stops you needed to at least make it closer than it may look on the scoreboard.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the stats, 6-1 on +4s. I mean, everything else is fine. It's just, you know, Tapir had more ammo overall. The only thing that Stamford had over Tapir were wilds.
Dating this and that. Currently looking. And we go. Yeah. See quotes here in moments. Closing thoughts. Mix of plan A and mind games. Final game where Sandfer had me believe it, they agreed to end it. Turned out to be a bluff. Would have preferred less ammo, but +4 generator knows no. But yeah, we all really do prefer less plan A ammo type games. At least from a hosting perspective, it's a lot more fun, more interesting, a lot more angles to it. But unfortunately, that's just how the chips fall sometimes, and I'm feeling like that's happening a lot more often when I host. So maybe I should just like stop.
I mean, we just gotta.
Yes, I need to retire.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
retiring from the commission team effective immediately. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Yeah, no, Tapir, I'd say it's your fault, but I'm not gonna do that. Oh God. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, you can both drop some quotes and get those before we go. I've been crying out to stop working too good, or working. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying stop working so goddamn well.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have performed that maintenance. We could have had some fun.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's take a look at the bracket. The quarterfinals are set. Ashley Chomick, it's all chalk. Ashley Chomick, Tago Brad, Cap, JT, KT Tapir, all coming your way in the quarterfinals. And that's now we're down to 7 more matches in the Amariuno season. We'll have 4 advance to the semis and 2 will advance to the grand final of the D1 season here in Athens. Well, Yoshi, you got any more closing final thoughts?
Well, yeah. I mean, Tapir did what he needed to do. We'll I mean, at the end of the day, he played with what he was given. He played basically really well. Obviously, some things that he could look back at and make sure he doesn't pull against KT, because he's definitely a player who will not let you get away with mistakes. So we're really going to see how those two players clash, because we have the man himself, the main guy of the league, and someone who's from what we can tell, one of the, if arguably the best rookie to ever do it. I mean, winning 2v2
Best rookie that
tournaments,
wasn't
winning a
supposed to even be
T4.
here.
Yeah, like the way that Tapir has been able to the accomplishments he's been able to make through the season alone is just insane. And we're gonna see if he can take down the big boss, because not many people can say that they've done that. Yeah, just very excited for that match. I mean, I think, and just for Sandfer, there's nothing to really be upset about, because this, I don't know, the +4 generator did not want you to win this one.
Apart from that one game.
Yeah.
Apart from the one game you won.
I guess just for him to get out of the group stage is definitely nothing to scoff at. So really,
especially from what he had to fight through to get to that spot. Very respectable.
Sure. I mean, he's played so many games. I think the skills are there. It's just when it's not given to him, it just everyone, no one can really win. And I mean, he'll definitely come back into the next year feeling, just ready for his whatever he faces next. I think there's nothing to say that you did wrong here. Just kind of you take the loss, yeah, and just watch and see who ends up winning this whole thing. I mean, this is gonna, as we've seen, like, it's crazy to think that it's going to be all chalk. We only have 2 people from the group stage to make it to the Elite Eight, those being JT and Shamik. So we'll see if they can make a huge upset or not. It's going to be tough for both. I mean, who knows who's going to win? Everyone has a chance.
All right, well, I think that will about do it. Both will drop their quotes here soon. See those in Discord, but for now, that is going to do it for us tonight. Appreciate Boss hanging around here early on as well. Thanks to Yoshi as always. Congrats to Charles Sandfer on a great season. Congrats to Tapir, who is moving on, face the big boss in the Super League quarterfinals, which will be starting up here very soon in the next few days. But for now, that is going to do it. The round of 12 is complete. 7 more matches to play in Athens before the end of the year. But for now, for all of us at Amarillo, I am not short. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you next round here in Athens Super League.